3 years ago, me, my brother Billy, and his fiancée Gwendolyn took on the mammoth task of restoring this stunning French chateau. At first, it was just the three of us. But since then, the whole family has moved in to help bring this place back to its former glory. And not forgetting the newest family member, baby Ernest. We do everything ourselves, from fixing the leaky roof, managing the vast 60-acre estate, to restoring the grand interiors back to the way they were 100 years ago. It's not always easy, but that's what makes life in a place like this interesting. My name's Michael, and I'm going to be showing you what it's like to live, work, and play at Chateau de Lalande.
Well, hello everyone and welcome back. I suppose I should start where I left off in the last video. Well, I've got some really exciting things to announce. Well, my first video, which I made 3 months ago exactly, has just gone over 1 million views. So that's something I'm really excited to talk about, and how that video came into existence. I kind of start back at the beginning. Me, Billy and Gwendolyn and the Chateau, we used to be on a British television programme called Escape to the Chateau DIY. And that programme followed lots of British people that had bought or lived in chateaus and were restoring them. We became part of that programme back in 2017, very start of 2017, and that is when we just moved into the chateau. So we filmed the first series of that, series 1, and then we came back to film series 3, because obviously they'd made series 2, we weren't in that one, and we agreed to be filmed for series 3. We spent 7 months last year filming that TV show, all the way up until August. And we filmed loads of really cool stuff, loads of stories. We filmed things like we had our first big wedding at the chateau. We fixed the roof. We did up Ernest's nursery. We did loads and loads of different projects. Actually, we restored the chateau's main gates as well. So we did loads of really cool stuff. And they were really happy with all of the footage. That, well, this is what they said at the time. They were really happy with all the footage. And we were scheduled to be in that TV series at the beginning of this year. Well, pretty much about a month to 2 months before the programme was meant to be aired, we inquired with the production company if they had a rough date when that show was going to be aired. They said to us that, unfortunately, they weren't going to be putting our stories, all the stuff that we'd filmed, they weren't going to be putting it in the TV show anymore. So for some reason, they decided to take all of our footage out of the show, and they gave us a few different reasons. One was that, they'd filmed so much for that TV show, and that they were going to prioritise the more interesting stories, so other people's chateaus. So we worked really hard to get that show finished, and we filmed the whole season. And yeah, at the last minute, they said, no, you're not going to be in it. So I was extremely disappointed that I'd put in so much work and so much effort for free, because they don't pay you. And then we weren't going to be seen on television. So feeling a bit down about it all. And 6 weeks before the YouTube channel aired, I said, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. Or between us, the family, we can do it ourselves. We can make our own TV show and we can put it on YouTube. So that's exactly what I did. And looking back now, it was probably the best thing that could have happened, because we now have a really successful YouTube channel. The first video has had 1 million views, and that was released on the 20th of March at 2000 hours French time. And it was coincidentally 20 minutes and 20 seconds long, which is all a complete fluke. So, and it was the year 2020. So 20th of March at 2000 hours, 20 minutes, 20 seconds, and in the year 2020. So it was a bit strange. There was all these 20s lined up. Maybe it was fate, I don't know. We've now got over 135,000 subscribers in 3 months, which is I just can't believe it. So thank you if you subscribe, because it means so much. And this YouTube channel's really taken off. And for somebody who's never made videos on YouTube before, like, it's just taken off so quickly. So I'm really really gobsmacked. A couple more milestones really. I set up the GoFundMe page for the gardener's cottage. I had a dream to restore the gardener's cottage, and I didn't think it would be something that I could do right now. I thought it'd be something I could do in a few years' time, but it was definitely a dream of mine to restore it. And I had a few people contact me privately when I talked about the gardener's cottage, say, you should set up a GoFundMe account. I would be happy to donate a few dollars towards the fund. So I set it up. I set a goal of 15,000, which I never ever thought that we would reach. I just thought that's kind of what I think it's going to cost. So I put that just as a guide, and actually it's gone over the target. It's now 15,600 and something like that. I'm just so thankful to everyone that donated to that cottage fund, because I don't know, I've got no words to say how thankful I am, because that is a dream of mine that was way off in the distance, which is actually happening now. I've already started work on it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to close the GoFundMe page for the gardener's cottage because it's reached the target, and I definitely could not ask for any more. So to anyone who's donated so far, thank you so much. If I close the fund now, then I'll probably get the money from that GoFundMe page towards the end of the month. But the problem is, every time somebody makes a new donation, they push the withdrawal date back. So it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back every time there's a donation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it. Obviously, I don't have the money to do it yet, so I'm still waiting for that. So as soon as that's withdrawn, then I can really start doing the proper work on the cottage. So we can get the concrete floor laid, we can fix the wall, fix the cracks in the wall. We can start re-rendering the internal walls with lime plaster, which is going to be really exciting. We can get a new floor put in upstairs because the original one's rotten. We can start putting insulation in the roof, repairing the staircase. There's so many different things that I want to do. Obviously, I've got an old 1940s Aga. I'm going to start restoring that as well as soon as the place is ready for it to go in. So there's so much that's going to be happening quite quickly. So everyone that donated to that fund, I just can't thank you enough. And as a special treat for the people that donated, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a one-off special watercolor of the cottage, my imagining it, of how it's going to look when it's finished. So what I'll do is, to everyone that donated, I'll send a link so that you can download that piece of artwork once it's finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a time capsule, and I'm going to document with photographs the full restoration. And also in the time capsule, I'm going to put some sort of memory card or like a hard drive with all the videos that document the full renovation. I'm also going to put in there a list of every single person that donated, so that in the future, if somebody restores it in another 100 years and they take down a wall, they'll discover that time capsule and they'll discover the story of how it was restored and everyone that helped to restore it, all of their names. And I'll try and find a few other ways to put people's names into the cottage as well. Maybe putting people's initials on the back of tile, or somebody that made a really, really big donation, I might carve their name into one of the beams or something like that. So I'm going to do some really, really nice, fun things to thank everybody. And ultimately, you're going to see it restored. And my goal is to have it restored by Christmas, which is only 6 months away. So there's going to be a lot of work to do. Maybe I won't be able to move in at Christmas, but what I dream of is to have the Aga cooker in the ground floor, running on coal at Christmas, and possibly the kitchen in there, so that I can cook the Christmas turkey for the family's Christmas dinner in the Aga, running on coal. That would just be the cherry on the cake. So I'm really looking forward to going back to Basmaignee and getting that work done really soon. I'm actually going to be going back to Basmaignee very, very soon. This is my last couple of days at Chateau de Lalande. I've had a lovely time here, got up to some really cool stuff. Yeah, but it's time to go back and do some hard work because the cottage is ready, and I just want to thank everyone so much. What else? We've got some more things to announce. One thing I have a problem with editing is I've got this wonderful iMac computer. I edited all of my videos on it up until now, but the problem is I wanted to come to Chateau de Lalande, and if I wanted to edit videos, I don't have a laptop, So I have to pack up this thing, which is, it's not really the best thing to carry a computer around like this. So I have to take this everywhere with me. And obviously at home at the chateau, I have to stay at my desk and edit. And sometimes they can take up to 8 hours to edit a video. So I'm not really mobile, especially if I wanted to go away somewhere for a weekend. I wouldn't be able to edit a video. I'd have to film stuff and then come back and then edit once I'm back home. So obviously there's a delay in getting things out to you viewers, and it's nice to actually show you stuff kind of as it's happened or very, very soon after it's happened. Well, Stephanie Jarvis in the live chat that I did, my very first live chat here, just at this desk, I think she mentioned, or one of the viewers left a comment and mentioned that I should start a laptop fund. And then it just went crazy. Everyone started to donate to the super chat. So on the super chat, the live chats, you can, if you're like, I can't believe people actually do it. It's so kind. You can actually leave a comment and make a donation. And people just started donating so much for me to actually get myself a laptop. So obviously I have the Patreon account, and people kindly give me money every month to enable me to keep making these videos. But I couldn't justify €3,000 on the price of a laptop, which is what I need, like a powerful one, to edit videos. So everyone started donating, and they donated over $1,800. Now YouTube take a small percentage of that. I think it's about 30% or something. So I didn't receive the full amount of that. What I did receive actually paid for half of the new laptop. So I just want to thank everyone that donated for me to get a laptop, because sometimes people are really kind and they give you stuff and you kind of, especially me, feel like you don't deserve it. But I just want to say thank you, because that's changed my life as a vlogger. So now I am free, I'm mobile, I can make videos on the go wherever I am without having to cart this thing around with me. So that is that's a big announcement. I just want to thank everyone so much, because it's really made a big difference. The Patreon account, which I set up about 2 months ago, maybe a bit more, well, it's almost got 500 members. So I've got almost 500 patrons, and I just can't thank everyone enough. I do separate Patreon videos. If people have questions, they can ask me them via Patreon, and I put some videos on there that you can't see on YouTube. Obviously, as a thank you for all of these wonderful people that really helped me out. Just so many milestones in such a short amount of time, and there's just so many people to thank, and I couldn't thank you all in one video. It would just take me too long. So collectively, all of you, just want to thank you so much, and especially my family and Stephanie Jarvis for inspiring me and encouraging me to make that first video, because so far it's gone really, really well, and I'm just hoping that it's going to continue. Right, Mr. Grasshopper, you are being annoying now. I took you earlier and I put you outside the window, and now you're back. What do you think this is? Pinocchio? Again. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this thing is huge. I mean, I really wouldn't mind him in the room, except that he just keeps jumping at me. He's already sat on my shoulder once. There you go. Welcome to the countryside. He's getting ready to pounce again, look. Yep, there you go. You're gonna have to go back outside again, I'm afraid. Or are you a different one? Is there more of you? Yes, there's definitely more of you. So what are we doing today, Isabel?
We're going to do this beautiful fruit preserve.
Oh, red currant jelly.
Yes, and you're going to help me a great deal, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I have made it before, but...
You have?
Yeah, I've made it before.
I never have.
Right, so we've got 1.2 kilos here.
Yes.
Red currants. Is that 1.2 kilos of sugar?
1.1.
Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it?
One mustn't overdo it with the sugar.
No. What we're going to do here is we're going to make jelly. So you don't have to take off any of these sticks, the stalks or the stems.
Yes.
You just leave those on and you boil those down with the sugar.
So.
And then you strain it afterwards into your jars, sterilised jars. And it takes away all of the pips and these little stems.
Sure.
So you just get left with a nice clear jelly.
Well, if we wait much longer, we will have half a kilo.
Yeah, I should really get a move on before we eat
Not
them
a
all.
bad thing.
No. And when I make this normally, I don't normally put water with it. I mean, you can put a little bit, but it takes longer, so you've got to wait for the water to evaporate before it sets.
So-
But they're quite juicy anyway.
Oh, they are, very
Just put them
juicy.
straight in the pan. And once they've cooked down a bit, once they've gone a bit soft, then we add the sugar.
You see, they're already giving their juice.
Yeah. You never made a jam? Really?
No? Not moi. I'm not a jam eater, actually.
Yeah, there we go. We just put that on a high heat. I think you turn it down once it starts to boil, yeah, but to start with you want it hot. So in here we've got the seals for the jars and the lids.
And
In the oven, is that where the jars are?
I put the jars there, be careful.
Oh, they're all hot. Yeah, lovely.
There is alchemy, isn't there, in cooking?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yes. I am still at the hunter-gatherer stage, you understand. Eat it as it comes.
Yeah. So what are you going to do, Isabel?
I was going to put a little bit of butter to
Yeah.
stop the foaming.
Oh, so butter stops. I didn't know.
Well, it does help with jam,
I didn't know that.
but jelly, I don't know, I've never made jelly.
Yeah, it definitely is foaming.
Trust me, I am a fountain of knowledge.
I'm going to have to turn this off a
With
minute.
no experience, you know.
Fountain of knowledge with no-
So if somebody tells me, oh, this is good, I'll go for it. There, and believe it.
Does it work? Well, the foam's going. Aren't you clever?
It should settle it.
Yeah, it needs to cook a bit longer just to break down the red currants a bit more.
Oh, it's nowhere near ready.
No,
there.
no.
Again, I've seen it done, you understand. Oh dear. My mother was an excellent cook,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't bother with things like that, you know. It was party food.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I haven't made a lot of jam in my life. I've only ever made red currant jelly. I made that once, and it was actually quite good. And I also made cherry jam. I love cherry jam. Normally I have a big copper preserving pan, but I think you can use any saucepan as long as it's got a nice thick base. And the great thing about especially red currant jelly is you don't need any pectin in your sugar, because red currants are full of it naturally, so they'll just gel by themselves.
Absolutely.
And actually, a really good tip is if you want to make jam with another fruit that doesn't have much pectin, like strawberries or something like that, what you can do is, if you have some red currant jelly, you can take a little bit of your red currant jelly and add it to your strawberry jam, and then there's no need to buy the special preserving sugar that has pectin, because the pectin in the red currants will make the jam gel for any other fruit. So
Wonderful
good
tip.
tip. Right, I think that needs to. They haven't really broken up properly yet, the red currants, so they need to. They need a bit longer.
Leave it to boil.
I'll turn it down a bit and then leave it to.
Yes, absolutely.
Simmer
It has to evaporate a bit more,
Yeah, the
become
water.
a bit thicker.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you can rustle up a cake or a bread or. Right. So now, this is a scientific bit, isn't it?
Well, we just put the thermometer in, and actually, it hasn't quite reached 100 yet.
It hasn't. Okay, we can wait.
Just a tiny bit higher.
We can
We
wait.
could probably just turn it up. Actually, that would make it go higher.
Yeah, of course it will.
We'll try that now. I think that needs longer. Look, you see these red currants? They're still whole. They haven't burst yet.
Leave it.
A bit longer.
Leave it. We have been gifted with eyes and reason.
Yes.
Why listen to a machine?
Exactly. With the number there, Isabel, to be honest.
Oh dear.
If we're lucky, we probably might only get 4 of those, maybe.
Absolutely.
Oh, you okay?
I thought it was that I was going to Oh my goodness me.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness me.
You nearly went.
I nearly went back. What a shame. The nimble woman.
Well, that would have been funny
The
on
goat.
camera, wouldn't it?
Lalande's goat. Fiona behind.
I like these ones, big ones.
So do I.
Yeah.
And these will be done.
Yeah, they're done.
So I'll drain them
Okay,
and put them here. Yes?
perfect. So the red currant jelly is stopped foaming now. Pretty much. And all the red currants have pretty much dissolved as well. So there's a couple there that are still whole, but it's nice to have a few whole ones still in the jelly.
What next, Michael?
So we're going to do the, well, I think it's the wrinkle test. I'm not exactly sure. Basically, you get a little plate and you put it in the freezer or the fridge so it's really cold. And then you get some of your preserve, put a little bit on, and then you just let it cool for a minute. I think you have to leave it for a minute. He's just eating
It's
it.
really nice. We'll be testing all afternoon.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll put a bit more on this side and let it set for a minute from the edge.
I think it's done, personally.
Oh, I think it's done.
It's jelly, it's not jam.
Yeah,
You see, give it the upside down test.
it's not going anywhere.
It's done.
It's done, yeah. Right, so
Okay.
last burst of heat, so it's nice and runny when we point it through the sieve. Right, I think it's done.
That's where I start to worry.
We should be all right.
Oh.
Well, we haven't got a ladle, so I'm going to try it this way. Right. Oh,
Is it done?
I haven't got a trivet. I'll put it back here for a second.
Oh, I see you have to. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it done with muslin, you know.
Oh, yeah. You can do it with muslin.
It's beautiful. I would like Stephanie to plant trees, cherries, peach, apricot,
Yeah.
and all the lovely summer fruits, you know.
Do you know what I really want?
What?
Bramley apple tree.
Oh yes, you'll have to bring it from England.
Yeah.
Make such a lovely apple pie.
Oh, yeah. And you don't really get
Not
the same
equivalent.
cooking apples in
No,
France, do you?
no,
They're not really the same.
No.
Nothing like Bramley apples for cooking.
Can I tell you something before you finish?
What?
You see the little lip should go on the side,
Oh, does
not in front of the where you close it,
Ah.
because you pull it to open.
Oh, I see. Like there.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
excellent.
Now, they're a bit sticky, the jars. I need to give them a rinse. Under the
And
tap.
here we are.
Oh, they're hot.
Be careful.
Give them a rinse. Bit of warm water.
And this is how to spend a Wednesday afternoon at Lalande. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Look at that.
Without you, it would not have happened. Look at this beautiful color. Oh yes, that's lovely.
Look at the colour.
Lovely.
It's like ruby red.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Michael.
You're welcome. I've just gone for a walk and I've spotted a deer in this field. Just going to try and get a little bit closer, try not to scare it off. Well, it seems quite friendly.
No, spotted me.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited.
What's this?
Well, there it is.
My first video, the very first doing it ourselves, released 10 weeks ago, today hit 1 million views.
It's insane!
1
It's
million
insane!
views.
It's witchcraft, I tell
How
you.
did I get 1 million views on a video?
It's epic and we need to celebrate.
That's like a viral video.
Yes, it is a viral video for real and we cannot let this moment pass. So grab that bully.
Let's have a drink.
Yes, 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 yes. And what a night. It's almost as though the universe knew and is celebrating with you. And Diesel's looking pretty stoked.
Let's get this opened and we'll do a toast.
Mummy's never seen so much champagne being opened in her entire life.
Oh, that's probably... Well, I don't know. I had party-goers' parents. And that's why I'm not party-goers, because I saw all that wasted time.
It skipped a generation.
It certainly did.
You ready?
Oh, yes.
Well
I
done.
love that sound.
Champagne for everyone.
And we have Charmaine to thank for this champagne,
That's wonderful.
which she's
Yes.
a patron of both me and Michael. And she sent Bollinger all the way from Canada. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers!
I just want to thank everyone who watched the videos, because without you guys it wouldn't have been a success, so thank you. And this is to you.
Cheers to all of you
Cheers.
who watched.
Absolutely. Cheers to all of you.
And cheers to the man who made the video.
Oh, thanks.
You're already filming, aren't you, Michael?
No, not filming anything. I'm not filming a thing. You can just be yourself, Stephanie. No one's watching.
There we go. I look like this all the time. Cheers, Michael.
There is no privacy anymore.
What was that?
No privacy anymore.
No privacy anymore.
Not when your best friend's a vlogger.
No. Someone's going to catch you at some point.
Drat it.
Come on, Stephanie. What are your thoughts on today's news?
My thoughts are that you're an absolute genius, Michael.
Oh, God.
You are. He is, right? You are. No, he's a genius. He's a YouTube genius. Someone's doubting this. But
The bolly was good, right?
you really are. I'm proud.
Oh, thank
I'm
you
super
very
proud.
much.
Are you
Thank you
proud,
very
Mummy?
much.
Very proud.
And Mummy is not often proud. I'll tell you that. It's
I
true.
am
You expect a lot before being proud,
I expect a lot of myself, hence I expect a lot of others.
and you've delivered, Michael.
I delivered, am I?
You've delivered.
Thank you very
So
much.
cheers to that.
Cheers.